Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host and pro name, the one and only Master Propaganda Hero of Defender of the Fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Villa Fiore. In the northwest stands a Ray fighting for the German army. Deutschland, das Vaterland. Here with the 44th Reichsgrenadier Hoch- und Deutschmeister. In the southeast is Umirinbrah fighting for the British Empire, the Commonwealth. Here with the 1st Armoured Division, we got Canadian shock right off the bat for him with a triple sap opening versus the dull Pioneers Grenadiers of Ray. Meanwhile, is a bit more hesitant to make a decision on his battle group choices. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keeps making all these videos possible. And a big thanks to all to keep commenting and liking on the videos. That's something to do with the YouTube algorithms. Also, big thanks to Andrew for his generous donation towards supporting the Propagandacast and its glorious war effort. So, we set forth here, heading soon into August, which means, yes, we're not too far away from autumn and the next set of battle groups. When in autumn, of course, that'll be an entirely different subject matter. So, either way, poking forwards here, broad approach here from both sides, typical fan out, and just, get as much as you can in every direction, and then, fall back in whatever direction isn't working out. So, Pioneers in the north, going east in the centre, theoretically leaving them open to support other directions, but they're actually more north-centre rather than south, real centre, so they can't, for example, assist the southern Pioneers if something were to go pear-shaped there. Or schnitzel-shaped, obviously. This is more schnitzel-shaped in the case of the Germans. Don't think they were big on pears. Anyways. Subs are closing the Grenadiers are losing. Nigel there, first off. Another section, first section almost done here. Infantry section, that is Pioneers, they're ready to support the Grenadiers. Second Grenadiers square there for Ray. No sign of battle group yet, though. I feel like if we're not seeing Luftwaffe soon, it's probably going to be like break from Mechanized. And Mechanized feels more likely. It's sort of been a sort of steady move towards Mechanized. I feel like in the higher event, it's a bit like I feel like Spare Cups is becoming more the USF metagame sort of battle group choice there. So we'll have to see. There you go, second from the Pioneers Grenadiers. Pioneers closing in support of the Grenadiers. Now got the 7th flanking here. Umirinbrah definitely springing a bit of trap here on Ray in the north. Almost at least. Another infantry section away there for Umirinbrah. South side here, Pioneers Grenadiers up, caught in the surface. Sten guns close in the Grenadiers, getting a lot of damage in there with the Mark II Sten gun. Taking there, third Grenadiers squad here for Ray. Grenadiers to uphold the line up north. He actually taking no cactus but being okay, there we go. They actually managed to get back into one, so this is going out pretty well there for Ray. We actually got the infantry officers' quarters here. The infantry. Giving his Grenadiers Pioneers veterans one obviously. Bit of a risky move to some extent versus the Brits, since if you can't really make this work, get, fuel lead in there, they can quickly punish you with a Humber, and then you're going to be struck a bit there to get, like, a counter to this, like, holding your Grenadiers close enough to panda faster without getting obliterated. So, there are some challenges here already presented for Ray with this opening. Of course, at the same time, if you can make it work, it will certainly give him some room to work. I mean, it could be he's also planning to, like, have Luftwaffe sort of like, backup plan in case he does need a sudden anti-tank weapon. He can drop in the LD-40 to help keep the Humber armoured car a bit more honest. We shall see. Pioneers here, back at base, troop reinforcing healing there. Straight for the fuel point here. We got Grenadiers Pioneers closing in there. Section sneaking up. We got 500, 444, 2. So far, you mind this got the victory corner as opponent. And he's taking a lot of damage to the close in. Not ideal there for Ray, but very ideal there for Myron. Platoon command post there. So again, Ray might be heading into the painful zone here soon enough. Could go for the Panzer Grenadier Company now. Prepare Pack 40. And we'll have to see. South side there has very much fallen into the hands of the British Empire there firmly. Grenadiers plunged in the centre. We've got a 4th Grenadier squad there for Ray.
We're losing a victory point.
Grenadiers at the ready here. Very bit of quiet cut-off point being hit.
Section command post is under fire.
trying to think about here, trying to avoid, like, you know, any direct conflicts that requires you chatting straight to the sections. I think that's smart there, Beret. And the cut off ones, like, trying to draw out your man's forces there from better positions, I think, is a very tactically smart move there by Ray. I'm coming for. And again, here, of course, again, Ray just does not have, like, any easy tank weapons. So, again, he might end up having to go for Luftwaffe here just to find himself with that LG-40. And in theory, Fallschirmjäger as well, other stuff, but again, we'll have to see here once the Humber hits. Because so far, again, he has yet to take up. It's mostly got Grenadiers and some Pioneers, meaning he'd always have to, like, exclusively in Panzerfaust, require Umirinbrah to basically, like, play, you know, like he's drunk with the armored cars, like, you know, risk losing it to the Grenadiers Panzerfaust. I mean, that could happen, but realistically speaking, that's not something you should be relying on strategically. So, we'll have to see here what Ray does. So far, though, he's not responding in, like, any way whatsoever, really, at least not on a strategic level. Tactically, I mean, he's obviously not charging right in there. Okay, we got the Luftwaffe company for Ray there, so I might be looking at the 2-1 here, or the Jaegers with a Panther to try and counter it. Field infirmary there for your Myron. Let's throw the 30.
Canadians are on hand to
Canadians and Senate grenades there for your Myron. Causing healing.
Oh, bugger me!
Pioneers of the Sappers. 143.
Sappers are veterans!
Territory lost.
There you go. Luftwaffe company ready here for Ray and Deutschland. So, what will it be though? I'll also see the nice certificate around to take the Sappers by laying down a smoke screen there. Didn't quite, I think, fully pan out, but at least the, I mean, the Sappers probably get wiped out anyways. But you know, I do like the tank, you know. Thumbs up to that. So after this happens to the Pioneers. Pioneers obviously in pretty much a way are gunned. No way they're going to win this engagement unless, like, the game basically breaks down.
Grenade packages are
Nice one for
inbound,
Myron.
Commander.
Ray, big command point. No battle groups are picked. Nothing out of the Luftwaffe company either. Ray just handing this very
They've cut us off. Territory is out of
quietly, at least on the way
supply.
there. Really showing not much of, like, the
Jerry has 300
particular
points
tactical inclination here. Victory points wise, he's definitely starting to fall behind, and it's kind of like soon-ish starts to do something. I've got a flak ready for Ray. In the Flieger Abwehrkanone, can help you with the Humber launch of the infantry. We've got another section for the Umirinbrah. And he's engaging. Got the lead section being bled out. There we go, he has to withdraw it. Bit risky there, but at the same time, with most of his Grenadiers sections one, it's not like Ray, like, you know, realistically speaking, had like great way to just quickly burst them down unless he got buried. Like,
Infantry section trained
again,
and ready.
not something you should be relying on. There you go, Ray with Mechanized. Max expected there again. It feels like it's just become the standard Wehrmacht metagame pick there as of late. We're going from breakthrough towards Mechanized.
The enemy is
And the
pushed us
Arctide. I
back
think
to
the
our
Arctide in
sector.
part is just, you know, a core part of this, and I think, you know, after some of the changes that people just going, oh yeah, this thing's good again, and so obviously just being able to call it in is obviously exceedingly good.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
So, Ray with only a single Humber armored car and some anti-tank grenades may struggle a bit here versus the German heavy armored car
The
here.
enemy has our victory points now.
Start. 500 versus 239. Ray Green to get those victory points. Sometimes getting absolutely perforated. Heavy autocannon flying flak fire there. Definitely playing to take them out. Humber there being pushed back with the Arctide. Good wipe there for Ray, though. He still has a lot more work to be done and still needs to get his hands on more victory points. Because again, the gap is definitely only growing large yet. Grenade his one to the Arctide. Further north, German forces having some success against Umirinbrah as well. Heavy armored car there continuing its aggressive patrolling.
Victory point lost. The enemy has control. Section CP is taking damage.
6-pounder gun there for Umirin. 6-pounder gun halfway down there for you, Mountain.
Done here.
Coming faster with a far from you,
Sector
combat.
lost. Repeat, sector lost. Orders complete. Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
Into mine there, losing Gavin and Reginald there to Schützenminus 45.
Enemy troopers, getting keen.
We're losing a
After
victory
poking
point
forward
to
here,
enemy
notice a
action.
little bit, then the front was actually just a bit of extra space, armor transfer protection to the front of it. Right there. 6-pounder gun blasting, missing though the arc there by a small margin. Second shot also misses. Close call there for Ray, but also pretty lucky both shots missed, even probably some attack run involved, which does increase the overall accuracy of the anti-tank shells. Blackfire there trying to force out the Sample, all seems to be exposed here to more just engaged threat fire there. Losing Friedrich, and with the flare off as well here, your mind absolutely going to try and wipe it here before Ray's a chance to get it away. Grenadiers could cause merch. Oh, artillery caught in as well here. Grenadiers planning charging in, more Grenadiers arriving though, and engaging the flak 30 here. Trying to knock out Ray's flak gun.
Commander, territory
At least
is
he's
being
managed to. Oh, lots of Grenadiers trying to recruit a merch, I think, with the flak 30. I mean, he does have 3 other Grenadier squads, but still not exactly great here for Ray. Just the flak 30 still ends up being wiped. So that's a pretty good development there for you, Marin. Just effectively just getting wiped like that. And another unit wipe. That's another Grenadier squad down. We got another Arcade for Ray. Next tank Grenadier soldier heavy damage to the fleeting armored car as he goes in heavy. I think in part just trying to save the Pioneers. Might even use the Arcade, he's not careful. There it goes. Looks like he narrowly saved. That's been a oh, he lost it! He lost it! Really expensive turn here for Ray. Multiple Grenadier squads and a heavy armored car just gone like that. That was a pretty positive engagement for the British. Ray going for another Grenadier squad here. No Jaegers, no nothing.
The beggars are threatening a fuel point.
Come after me on the few man. Obviously, going to fill further problems there for Ray as that leaves tanks. And oh, Ray still doesn't exactly have a lot of anti-tank assets. Put it, I think, mildly. He will struggle, I think, a bit there against that. He's not careful.
Territory sector lost,
So,
Commander.
and there's still, of course, just the massive, like, the big 2-point difference here as well. So, definitely something I think needs to change here. But it's actually cheating for Ray soon. Second class of the Arcade. Further south, we got points hit here by the sappers. Grenadiers nearby might be able to assist, but they will struggle even.
We should use
that.
our command points ASAP. A
7
capture
command
point
push mine
is
just
being
floating them.
overrun.
Setting up here for a Crocodile down the road, which could definitely force Ray to the Panthers faster than the others might be intending. We'll have to see.
Sector overrun.
Man's got a Panther first off there. Mine seemingly slipping up a bit there, but Ray, the McCollum repairs.
One of our anti-tank guns has been
And
destroyed.
got the 6-pounder gun, but I don't think Ray can really do something about it. He's actually going for another Grenadier squad. No, cancels it.
Sappers getting ripped
Yeah,
up
I think
now.
it's a lot of reinforcements happening there. Oh no, it's another Arc Guard. Another heavy armored car there. Perhaps still here, Ray might ever committing to them. I mean, sure, if you sort of like, you know, a reasonable spot, it can work out great, but if you're like falling behind in a check race against your opponent, like Ray currently is, then again, your opponent's like going to take with tanks. I think going for like an Arc Guard starts to look a lot less wise. And that's basically the problem right now for Ray. I mean, his opponent's going for a Crusader tank. In comparison, all Ray really has to stop it is some Panzer thousands. Again, not impossible, but it's going to get really, really costly for Ray on like a very immense level.
All done here. Now what?
I mean, he's got no other way of stopping it. I mean, obviously, his Arcades can't be upgraded because, well, I mean, the Arcade itself didn't have a lot of upgrades. The version was like the Stummel version, that was it. would only be the later 234 heavy armoured car, which was like just an improved version.
Crusader is
A lot of
on
ways
station
that it
and ready
features
for
stuff like the
orders.
Puma, but also the Packwagen 234-4, which features the Pack 40 on the 234 chassis. Those are both fairly poor elements. So all the way, Ray's a bit in trouble here with the Crusader tank, as Umirinbrah is going to be going in boldly with it.
Right done. Now what?
Very boldly, or not too boldly, I guess, after all.
Get cleaned up.
Journeys
The
like
sector
further
is in
withdrawing.
enemy control.
Yeah, 30 versus 226 at least. He's been able to somewhat close the gap between the two in terms of victory points, though Umirinbrah still has a good lead. Far from all sunshine and lollipops there.
Taking eight. Where the fuck's it coming from?
Pioneers their back to meet their end here by the Crusader and the Recce section, then a hot pursuit here. Flag Fred goes bring it by. Got some Jaegers now for you. That's likely going to be a Panzerschreck upgrade here.
Territory
Try and
lost.
contain the Crusader tank, which honestly
Taking glancing blows.
feels, well, a bit ambitious. I mean, it's obviously not impossible. It's definitely better than relying your Grenadiers with a Panzerfaust to get the job done. But even then, with the amount of infantry that Umirinbrah is running about, in particular upgraded Recce infantry sections, there could be some problems with that strategy as well. Particularly if Umirinbrah just then keeps going for more tanks.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Got the Jaegers out. Panzerschreck on the way to the Raketen Panzerbüchse.
Right done. Now what? Good as new.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
In 5, Grenadiers on top of the Crusader, got Sabres
A
backing up.
victory point is being
Sweeping
overrun.
British push here by Umirinbrah.
Victory point lost.
Archdodge
The
Jaegers
enemy
pushing
has
north at sea.
control.
Panzerschreck right about ready, and there we go.
The enemy has our victory point now.
6-pounder shoots, good shit in the Archdodge.
Work done.
Getting a bit
Now
of
what?
damage down there. And another 6-pounder there for Umirinbrah.
Heads down, lads. Recce package on the way. It's calm and trigger. Orders complete.
Salford's casting the Recce section there on retreat. But note again, he's not fully pursuing Crop because where there might be mines around here, there could be more British tanks nearby. In fact, we are getting more tanks out of Umirinbrah. Plus another 6-pounder gun. Spelling, I think, further problems here for Ray's heavy armoured car strategies. It's definitely not meant for, like, you know, this kind of warfare. Especially not on a smaller, denser map like Faymonville approach. It becomes even tougher. It's like, you don't get much done with the heavy armoured cars with the metros on, so I feel like Ray might, unfortunately, have committed to the heavy armoured cars, considering everything else. But we'll have to see. He could prove me wrong easily.
We're under fire.
Also known here that you might actually went for the demolition sappers here, rather than see a crocodile.
Jerry. See, lads.
Crusader cruiser finished.
Another Crusader Raider, ready, another Jägerstore for Ray.
We're in it now.
All Panzerschrecks.
Split the trails.
11 through 10% 69. Good shot there. Mine's been laid down here. Unfortunately, I think for Ray, they're going to get spotted. Very much have the entire crossing there ruined by the British.
Right done. Now what?
Ray definitely have things setting up for a Panther. The question is going to be for the build war on the call-in one. Considering circumstances, it does feel like it's more likely to be the call-in one here for Ray.
Hold on here.
Because of this point what's going on.
Jerry's not
Trying to
giving up
stall
without a
out
fight.
for
We're down to
the
300
Panzer
points.
Company and get that going and then go for the Panther. Might seem but could be too much for Ray's economy at the moment, what's coming at him. So he might actually be that way, more likely to go for a call-in Panther, since at least that doesn't require the Panzer Company. Well, it's been cost the exact same as a buildable Panther, which is one of those things that does feel a bit weird.
Bugger me. They opened fire on us.
There's just no incentive to like really go for a buildable Panther in a way. I'm gonna call in one.
Jerry's got it in for us.
192 is on 69. Ray once more falling behind your man with a significant margin there. South side section pushed back. Crusaders lining in there for pursuit of the heavy armored cars. Second air squad equipped with the pushback, and they're quickly into block the British pursuit here. Bit of thinking there by Ray. Coming in against Crusaders. Arcade supporting the vehicles. There we go, trying to line up those pantry flex, but your Marin is too fast, too swift, like greased lightning. He escapes the pantry track.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
And there you go, Panthers ready, and that is definitely the version of Call In.
Victory point belongs to
And the
the
difference that
enemy.
since it's like this one costs just a bunch of command points, but ours costs the exact same as the regular Panther, so in that sense there's no real economic incentive towards it. It's basically a matter of like, could you actually like enough resources to see if you go for the Panzer Company or not. There you go, Panther out for Ray here, the Panzerkampfwagen 5 Ausführung D. Alright, that's the Fastland. One heavy armored car that lit up like a Christmas goose here by your Marines Crusader tanks. 218, 663 up North Grenadiers milling about. Center there, British forces already in the move, having declared victory for the Commonwealth there already. And there you go, Panther moving ahead here.
Crusader is on station.
With its
ready
high
for orders.
velocity 75 mm gun.
Ammunitions point is being overrun.
Good punch through most armor there. Second World War. Quite distance too. Quite accurate. Today, clear the tank spotted here. Good shot from the Panther. Got 278, 263. Another great shot from the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Making sure to keep it somewhat supported here so it doesn't just get, like, you know, focused down by British forces in one go.
Armored vehicles are receiving frontline training.
Got training there for your Umirinbrah armor. Thumbs up.
They're losing a fuel point to enemy
Continue
action.
pursuit here of your Umirinbrah. Saps are coming. Something on the flank. I'm not entirely sure what, as they're getting absolutely perfectly there. And he keeps at it. Southern victory point form to the Brits.
Tank crew training.
Panther keeps winning 48 as well there. Gives it an absolutely hammered anticipation infantry. There we go. One squad's about to get wiped, and he did get wiped out. Oof, that could have been avoided fairly there by Ray. Nice hit there for your Marin. Southern point there ceased. Two British sections near on it, and well, all you can do is really send in an Arcade for now to deal with it, as the Panther's certainly not going to cut the job. Toss whatever. So, 267 versus 157.
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
267 versus 152.
Infantry closing on us! Upgrade done.
Norfolk Grenadiers to the Recce section.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
There goes another one! Bloody hell! Right!
Grenade off.
Victory point is in enemy
Nice
hands.
kaboom.
Orders complete!
Other Grenadiers closing in. Send of seats for the Grenadiers as well. Ray, those definitely don't see issues here. Units are bleeding out, getting wiped. The Panthers just trying to deal with all the Crusaders in mind, all the entertainers back them up, and obviously doesn't do anything against the infantry. So the Panther ends up being actually, in some regards, a bit of a liability for Ray, as again it's just way too narrow in its
We're
design.
losing a victory point.
Because they once more decided they want an anti-tank attack, despite that being utter nonsense. It's just, you know, a tank.
Victory point under enemy control.
Good as new.
Spotting scopes there for Ray. 250 plus 147.
Enemy fire!
The Bosch are pushing hard. We're down to 250 points.
148 versus 147. Remember, at this point, I feel like it's leading by most definitions, and Ray actually calls in a second Panther. Wow. That's definitely a commitment there out of Ray, though I'm personally not so sure it's the right kind of commitment. Like, not what he wants to commit to right now versus all the stuff he Marines has got. mean, we'll have to see, but I could definitely see this going a bit schnitzel-shaped here if
Our
Raid's not
infantry will be
careful.
better prepared. Weapon teams will receive training immediately.
Team weapon training of the Umirinbrah, handling 4 shots fired, guns blazing, gunners loading, commanders shouting out insults. They're attempting to force the Panthers to draw here, and notably faster than actual would in the actual war because the Panthers had terrible reverse speed. Which is typically not discussed, but it's actually the case. The team weapon training head down for your mind's going to be a big boost for the 6-pounder guns here versus the Panthers. We've got Timothy as well here. Situation for Ray getting more pointed, more heated, more uncomfortable. In that bus seat, that's just a bit too cramped on a hot summer day. The bus is filled with tourists. Southern point being seized for the rescue section. Another 6-pounder gun for your mind to help deal with those Panthers. Watch the fire here. Ray just stuck in the base trying to get stuff going, but again, I think 2 Panthers and a lag of infantry is. I can really find infantry isn't a great combo there for Ray, particularly not when your opponents like multiple anti-tank guns. You really do not want to be relying on your Panthers to do the heavy lifting there.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
So, going to be tough here for Ray to put it in relatively neutral terms. It's going to be very tough. After we gain the rescue section in the south, the Jaegers flying up and flak 30 of course there. Ray to provide some heavy fire support as well. And 16 on 299, that is.
The enemy is down to 100 points.
There's another points left here. Indeed 42 for Ray.
A victory point is being overrun.
There you go, flak 30 getting focused down by Crusader gunners. There you go, crew gone. And the gun is gone, unit wiped out here. Friggin' out here for Ray. The losses are just piling up. He's barely got anything left here. That's what the Umirinbrah has, to some extent it feels like. Though, technically, of course, their forces are roughly in the sort of same space, which sort of look like, you know, everything is pointed. There are some issues there that is not helping Ray.
Victory point lost.
116 Mr.
The enemy
65.
has control.
Shots flying out of the Panther. 4 shots firing. Artillery called in. Something new footage with the Crusader rolling forward. So we got 160 to 65. Pani is about to get absolutely devastated here. Panthers doing what they can against these rolling tides of radiation steel here. With another Crusader on the way to the Umirinbrah. Panther taking a lot of damage. Many shots penetrating through the frontal armor. In theory, before the shock trap that was basically created, because this bit of slope on the side, bottom side of the gunman could actually like deflect shots into the top of the tank. That's actually an issue they fixed with the Model G of the Panther by adding what we called a chin, which is basically just a more flat but also thicker armor steel there. Fun fact there about Panthers. 16 versus 51.
Last man up to bat. They're down to only 50 points.
50 points left for Ray. Things need to happen. They need to happen soon. We got a Vesper there potentially as an idea there for Ray. The question, of course, will one Vesper be enough? Will it be accurate enough? To, like, you know, help Ray overcome Iran's last position. But obviously, Panther pushing forward, engaging with the guns. Guys in 3-point position are halting Ray's armor assault in its tracks. Southern point as well here. Gigs they're going in at 4-1 of the Crusaders, but they're exposed out in the open. They are on their own. Like, it's just not great here for the Jaegers. They very much risk getting wiped. Moving in the Panthers once more. We got 216 versus 33. Clock is ticking. Sappers here for Umirinbrah. What wave we go for next? Can't go for the Vesper now. We'll go for the Arc, that gets to turn to infantry. And there you go, Panthers running through the centre here.
Bloody good show.
26 25. 24, 23. 22. Now it's up to the sun point, got Breaker 6 and the 8 slow defenders on the victory point here. Centre though is continuing to be not ideal here for the Germans. We got 216 versus 18, 17. Pioneers and Panthers there becoming target of a lot of incoming British projectiles. Now the Eagle Squad here for Ray. 13. 12. 11. 10.
They only have 10 points left.
If Umirinbrah was to take the centre now, that would be easily GG. Push for that northern victory point, got 6 points left. Might even be able to grab it actually before the clock runs out. It sounds like no, he's got 4 points left. 3 points, I mean he's got like, well, a couple of 6 left, and that's obviously not going to be enough here. Like, it's not going to be neutral there by the time he runs out of victory points. There you go, GG, game over. Bit of a nasty fight, but I feel like Ray kind of had some issues there on the strategic level with his timing as well, and I think that just allowed Command to just steadily like overrun him with all the British firepower he could bring to bear. So there you go, hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye everyone.